do my WWE Smackdown review. We're gonna talk about what happened on the show. Um, make you guys hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments section. I'll make this about an hour and 30 minutes. We'll talk about what happened on the show. My video was sponsored by all the other podcasters like Salamoster, JD, Fightful Wrestling Inc., Just Alex. I got more on the way, so hit that like button, leave a comment, please subscribe to my channel. Alright, so none of y'all podcasters on the show. Hold on. These are the podcasters on this show. To be trying fired. I don't believe that he's fired. I think he just made that up. Alright.
So that is that. So Jimmy could come to the rescue. Like, where does that leave Jey Uso after everything? I agree. Jey Uso is burned through too many main events. So, you know, you look at the.
You know what? One of my friends gave me this date, and I thought, damn, you're right. Someone said, what's the thing he said? He said that his grandma said.
Alright.
And I think that he is still someone that the people are behind him, and they're waiting for that moment to celebrate with him in the ring, right? And there's all.
Saw that this was one thing. So I really thought Beyonce did it because there are friends, there are and the tag division is next to nothing. It's like, I would never happen. So I was like, oh,
Well, it wouldn't happen now. But I thought, okay, so I thought Stratton was going to win for that reason.
Hopefully you guys tune in for it. And we're going to see if that improves things. Like I said, part of the reason, well, one of the main reasons why we're not seeing a lot of people here is because I'm doing less live streams. Also because wrestling's not as hot right now, on top of the fact that
this was the perfect outcome for both of these women. So if now constructing a best possible plan moving forward tonight in Jacksonville. Yes, Jacksonville was loud. Jacksonville was very rowdy. Jacksonville, obviously the home of AEW. And Jacksonville, the community are a bunch of blithering it. Nia was actually one of the first people that a lot of people chose to win the King of the Ring, which at this point I still would not be shocked if they do that. Nia is going to go on to either win the King of the Ring, the Queen of the Ring, King of the Ring, or win that Women's Championship. At this point, I do not think giving her the Women's Championship is the right move. I think giving her the Queen of the Ring is the right move. Jade was never going to be beat. WWE was never going to beat Jade Cargill this early in her run.
Yeah. And Nia Jax wasn't losing.
Doesn't mean that WWE is going to go on and have her do the same thing that Tony Khan did in AEW, because that would be fucking. Nia was never going to lose. WWE has big things for her. WWE's big things planned for Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill and Bianca are in the beginning stages of a relationship. They are a tag team right now, put together. They are the tag team champions in the women's division. The bigger story would be not the Queen of the Ring, not even the tag team championships. Tag team championships are going to be used as a vehicle to further split them up and tell their story as champions, as friends, which will then eventually lead to one turning on the other. Who that is at this point, I don't really know. And then that would lead to a match potentially at WrestleMania. I don't know why anybody would think that this match would take place in Saudi Arabia next week on a taped episode of Smackdown and not at WrestleMania. I don't
Exactly.
know why you would think that.
Exactly.
It's not time. They are not ready for it. Jade is nowhere near ready for that match with an attitude. Instead of beating the shit out of Jade right at the top of the match. Cargill. They could do.
First person to stain my shirt, get that
Hold on.
Working on Bianca's knee until
This is the Salamocker sound off.
bracket on the SmackDown side of things has been, for me, the most unpredictable part of any of these tournaments to call. And I was very curious to see what they would do if they would go the predictable route, which would have been either a Jade Cargill win, a Tiffany Stratton win, or you somehow eliminate Nia and Jade together without either one having to take a clean loss. You send Bianca to the next round. And that's exactly what they did, because we did have Randy Orton and Bianca Belair moving on, as well as Tomatonga. But Jade Cargill and Nia Jax are going nowhere because Jade Cargill and Nia Jax eliminated each other. So they're not moving on to the Queen of the Ring tournament. And so to that end, it was actually pretty predictable what they ended up doing. But I thought what they did tonight is what they needed to do. And now I think both tournaments are in a good place going forward. Montez Ford, I guess there were, I don't know, I guess it must have started with this, but there were a lot of people who bought into the idea that Bianca Belair might be pregnant. I guess she was pulled from a house show, I guess, the other night is what I had seen. And apparently Montez Ford on his Instagram changed the bio, which said father of 2, and I think he may have changed it to father of 3. And people started reading into this, and I see these messages on social media that, oh, Bianca Belair may be pregnant. They're going to pull her from the tournament. And I go, what are you talking about? You know, just based off of the change in the, it's like just based off of the change in the bio. And by the way, I should mention I looked at it wrong. Here I was thinking that they eliminated each other. Nia Jax is going on. We're going to get to Nia Jax and Jade Cargill in a second. What they did, though, was protect both women. But yes, Nia Jax is going on. I'll tell you why for a moment there. I thought that they were both eliminated because of the way they did the finish, which we'll talk about. It involved a steel chair. But I got to go back to the Montez Ford thing here because this is just too good. So people, again, talking about the possibility that she might be pregnant. Of course, she's not. And she was on the show tonight, and she wrestled, and she's going to be wrestling next week as well. But yet, I still had a couple of different people, even when the show was over, talking about the possibility that Bianca Belair could very well be pregnant. So let's just knock this out right now. Bianca Belair, if she was pregnant, would not be wrestling on the show tonight. She would not be wrestling again. I don't understand. I mean, there are people who still think that this is potentially real and that there's a possibility that this woman may be taking time off to go have a child, and yet she has a match next week against Nia Jax on SmackDown. I don't understand this. Make it make sense. Meanwhile, Montez Ford is having fun with this. I saw Angelo Dawkins posted all these laughing emojis. I went to go check his Instagram now. For those of you who are interested, Montez Ford's bio now says father of 9. So I don't know where all these extra kids are coming from, but he's having some fun with it. So to answer your question, if you have one, no. Bianca Belair is not pregnant. Bianca Belair is in the finals of the Queen of the Ring next week. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. She ended up bleeding a little bit. It wasn't. They're going to have a much bigger match one day on a pay-per-view of the booking. Still very much over. And we got a tease of something tonight that I was very happy to see. something I thought we were going to get at WrestleMania, but did not. So, all hope is not lost for LA Knight, despite another loss here on this show tonight. We're going to get into all the King of the Ring results, Queen of the Ring results, this match that happened on Smackdown tonight. We're not going to talk about any pregnancies. This is your Friday Night Smackdown. See, Fire Panda's not pregnant. Slam Stratton into the ring post instead. Both went the exact same thing they did here. I would have had Bianca go over or move her on to the... So I would give her the briefcase. His pilot's license comes out of the office and he grabs no longer.
Come on now, damn it! Look at his ass. Oh, come on.
Paul and LA Knight, another match that I thought originally was going to happen, it should have happened at WrestleMania this year. Now we're getting the first tease. Now you know it's coming. The only question is when. It also did something else. It made the match later in the show with LA Knight a little more predictable. That's okay. If they're going where I think they're going, I'm okay with it. Byron Saxton was in the back to interview Jade Cargill. Cargill called not.
You couldn't have saw Sammy defeating Gunther, right? Like, and he did. The one thing that worries me for Jay Uso, here's the one thing that worries me for Jay Uso, is with all these QR codes and everything going on, and he did the whole on like the Firefly guy now. If Uncle Howdy and them come for Jay with that, like, I wonder if that was a seed that was planted, and that's what caused it.
So. You think so?
I think it's possible because Triple H has played off the internet stuff before in the past.
Is this going around on the internet? Do people think this?
I don't know. I just was thinking. You saw Jey Uso, right?
Yeah, but I just feel like I don't know. It's totally different, because it's like with the Fireflies, it's more, it's more like a calm thing, and then with Jey Uso, it's like, all this energy.
But he took ownership of it, so they can see that as disrespect.
I don't think so.
That's my one worry today. Otherwise, I think that's my move at this very moment. I want to see Gunther, like, I'm for it. I would rather watch Gunther against Randy Orton than Jey Uso against Tama Tonga, but I think Jey Uso beating Tama Tonga or some iteration of that with everything going on with the bloodline makes more sense.
The only way I will take Tama Tonga versus Jey Uso is someone has to cost the match with Gunther. Whether it's Ilya or Giovanni or someone, I don't know who. Someone has to cost the match because I don't want to see Jay defeat Gunther cleanly.
Do we have a stare down video?
They had like a quick little moment behind the scenes backstage at CC, and then they had like a quick little glance when Ilya lost. So maybe Ilya could have taken offense to that glance.
Perhaps, like, that's the type of that get walk. You can't weaken Gunther after everything you did into response to that. At the same time, his merchandise is at the top. I think he's got the best selling shirt right now. The reception every time. My kid writes meat on the refrigerator every day. Like, it is doing this every day. Like, so is he gonna catch an L in every big spot forever?
I know, but why does it have to be with Gunther? Why?
Well, doesn't that tell
I'm
him
not ready for it. It does. It definitely makes up for it, but I just don't. I'm sorry. I'm just such a big Gunther fan, and I love the unstoppable monster push that he's been on, and I just love him being so freaking dominant that it's very hard for me to say that I want to see Jey Uso defeat him.
Well, I think Gunther's the next heel champ. Don't get me wrong. I mean, and I love everything about him. He's awesome. And unless like The Rock winds up with the belt first, I think Gunther is the next heel champ. In the traditional sense of a guy that's in the company all the time that they're building up. And then there's the thing,
This is the kind of decision that will set the internet wrestling community on fire because I think the IWC, I guess suppose as you call it, is really going to be behind the report. And Jey Uso, he gets some criticism because he doesn't have a huge repertoire of moves, a lot of super kicks, splash, spear, same sort of moveset. I don't think we pointed out a bunch of like classic matches that he's had. Obviously, the one with Jimmy was a stinger at WrestleMania, but they can't keep seeing the crowd like this and not give him. He has to have that at some point. Whether it's King of the Ring or soon thereafter, it has to be paid off. But people like him too much, and to me, King of the Ring feels like something that wouldn't derail your future plans for anybody else, and can give him that bit of recognition.
He's gonna have heat on his crown.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got Dominic Rhodes, who's been a DWO member for 6 months. It says Cody has what we hope. KC has? Oh, Kansas City has Super Bowl hangover. Oh, I feel ya. All right, we got Lawrence Ross here with a very generous super chat. Who says, "Great show. Thanks for catching the super chat from the last show. Looking forward to Busted Open tomorrow. Happy birthday." Thank you so much, Lawrence. And yes, I always feel bad because sometimes people's super chats come in after the stream ends, and I'm like, no, because I try not to let that happen, but sometimes it just does happen. But if that ever happens, I screenshot and say,
Followed that up with a roaring elbow, sliding elbow for a near fall. Then she
Turns around, there's Tama Tonga, and very quickly he grabs a hold of LA Knight and just drops him instantly. So I think a few weeks ago, or maybe it was last week, I think he may have done a leaping flatliner, if I remember correctly. There was no leap. Walked right over to him and just took him down. Not the best looking finish, but it was effective because he got the win. And he pinned LA Knight right in the middle of the ring 1, 2, 3. The match itself here, nothing special, but the minute they teased LA Knight and Logan Paul in that earlier segment in the back, they gave away the finish. You knew that LA Knight, even coming into the show, you had to know that LA Knight was not going over, especially if Randy Orton was going over in his match later, which I think most people expected. They weren't going to do Randy Orton against LA Knight. So you probably knew even before the show went on the air tonight how this was going to end. But once they had that segment, that little interaction in the back, just teasing it, you had to know that Tama Tonga was for sure going over here in this match. So LA Knight was always losing. The way that he lost was very lame, I will admit. But at least he got the built-in bloodline excuse. All right, the only reason he lost was because Solo Sikoa was there and Tonga Loa was there, and it was basically like a 3-on-1 handicap match. Same exact situation as when he lost to the Bloodline last year. When he lost to Roman Reigns in Saudi, it was because of the Bloodline. Otherwise, he would have had the match won. So this is the second time now that the Bloodline has cost LA Knight a major match. And so they are protecting him in that way. The new version of the Bloodline, let me just say, it's not clicking with me right now. It's not. Only been a few weeks, but it just feels off. And so the quicker we can get Jacob Fatu involved here, I think the better off this whole storyline is going to be. And I'm going to mention him again later on when we get to the end of the review, or what happened later on. After a break, LA Knight was in the back walking along with referee Charles Robinson talking about what just happened. But who does he bump into? He bumps into Carmelo Hayes. And the two of them start arguing back and forth. He's still running his mouth. Robinson was yelling at both of them. He's yelling at LA Knight. Back it up, back it up.
Hey, give me 2 minutes. You're not like that at all. First of all, you've been here 2 minutes.
you're in the area, come through. But that was the weekly Friday podcast. And to any of the podcasts, before we wrap things up, Robin, plug your stuff. What's going on, man?
Check out the links below. I got my YouTube.
Learn how to knit. Have this ice cream shot and
Guy that's in the company all the time that they're building up. And then there's the thing,
This is the kind of decision that will set the internet wrestling community on fire.
Lance.
Perhaps, like,
So the internet is, do people think that Jey Uso, which is very, very high up there in possibility. Robin, what are you thinking here?
so Gunther versus Randy Orton is the match that I want. That's the match I want. But I kind of think I want to see Jay and Tommy Tonga. You know, because you have to elevate the Steve Bloodline, which they've been doing, and Tommy Tonga's been doing fresh. Obviously, when he gets the win over LA. I've been saying this for a minute. Jey Uso is so freaking popular. It has to be paid off at some point, somewhere. What better way than King of the Ring, which doesn't really interrupt anything else that you're trying to do. It's just sort of a celebration of all that happening. So I think as good as Randy Orton and Gunther looks on paper, it might be time to leave or get off the pot when it comes to Jey Uso.
But
You know,
can you see? I can't see Jey Uso defeating Gunther unless there's some help.
yeah, I guess, but or some, you couldn't have saw Sammy defeating Gunther, right? Like, and he did. One thing that worries me for Davis, here's the one thing that worries me for Davis. So there's all these QR codes and everything going on, and he did the whole like the Firefly guy now. If they come, if Uncle Howdy and them come to Jay with that, like I wonder if that was a seed that was planted, and that's
I
what
don't
caused
think
it.
so. You think so?
I think it's possible because Triple H throw one off at a PLE. I mean, I think it'd be a good match. I'd be down to see it. I think you get a lot of action, good spots involved in a match like that. It's not something I think.
I don't know if I don't love it, but I wouldn't be opposed to it either. But I just don't think Tiffany nor Nia really complement each other like that.
Yeah, but I throw one off at a PLE. I mean, I think it'd be a good match. I'd be down to see it. I think you get a lot of action, good spots involved in a match like that. It's not.
Yeah. But again, Bailey doesn't really have a big story either. She's just there.
Yeah, I mean, and that all that is like. I mean, it's not on a big scale.
Everyone thinks it's Chelsea that way. Okay.
It's not.
Gunther. Yeah.
Only one that is.
Gunther and Jay, maybe. And then,
Yeah.
well, him and Seth Rollins, they face each other a whole lot, but the history is there.
It's there, but it doesn't feel fresh like this.
No, because they're friends. The last time we talked, they're friends.
And this true punk thing has something. Like, we've already seen it. We know it works. And it's been going on for a minute now. The Truth does a good job building it on social media in the meantime. Punk hasn't been there. So, we haven't even really seen him in the ring yet. So I think that's about as big a match as they've got in the whole.
Exactly. We got Jay Stone here who says Nia needs to clean up the ring more so that she can turn her side queen. A humble queen. Yeah, think Princess Diaries. But we'll see. All right.
So there's
Yeah, Steven here who says if Tiffany did not win, I think Nia wins Queen of the Ring, as I think it works better for a heel character as queen. Yeah, we've been seeing that a whole lot, and I think they could have a baby face, obviously, as queen. A humble queen. Yeah, think Princess Diaries. But we'll see what happens. I'll be a granny YouTuber talking because now all of the top personalities and sports and entertainment and all of that stuff are thriving on the
I'm not sure.
happened from the very beginning, from the Royal Rumble until where we're at now. Love that. The reason why I cannot agree with the fact that I cannot say that I love the way that this ended. And you want to know why? My biggest pet peeve is making people look stupid. I don't like that. I don't like. Thank you so much, Heidi Ho, for We got Sheldon Jackson here who says the whole Logan Paul Cody Rhodes segment truly could have been in is important.
Well,
You know what I thought, Robin?
he might be the hottest dude they got. I mean, he's probably for reception.
Wicker. We got lab glass juice and that
Again, the return of Roman Reigns. Obviously, that
work and for this reign for him to work. Because again, I don't want people to use this as like, well, Roman Reigns should have defeated Cody Rhodes again.
Yeah, see, I don't think that way at all. I was very pro Roman winning the first time around, but I also thought it was the right move for Cody this time around. So I'll never change my opinion on that. That moment will live forever. That was magical. But I think there is a separation from saying Cody should have never won and being critical of Cody's reign once he won. And those are two separate things to me. That's to undo the history of it. Now, the preparation aspect of it is interesting because we also have to remember, it feels like forever, but it really wasn't that long ago. We went Cody Rhodes. None of that stuff, I honestly don't believe any of that was planned to go the way it did. I think that was a pivot. I think, the reaction to the
It's
Rock.
like we haven't gotten the documentary
Yeah,
yet.
they're
Editing it. They're trying to make it into a story that makes sense for the narrative they want to feed to us.
Exactly. So if that was the plan, like if originally it was going to be Cody and Roman and CM Punk and Rollins and The Rock comes in and it all changes, whatever the case may be, if that was the plan, then they probably had to ad lib or alter off whatever their original plans were for immediately post that date. And then again, if that was the plan, like if originally it was going to be Cody and Roman and CM Punk and Rollins and The Rock comes in and it all changes, whatever the case may be, if that was the plan, then they probably had to ad lib or alter off whatever their original plans were for immediately post that date. And then again, WrestleMania is the big one. They build towards SummerSlam. They got SummerSlam in that massive stage, right? Like in Cleveland. It's all those fans. I think Roman's being advertised for SummerSlam. SummerSlam's going to be huge. We've gotten this build. I mean, we still need to see the payoff for CM Punk and Drew. That hasn't happened yet.
Okay, we have this big moment, Cody gets this moment. How do we follow this up? And so that's why I almost like I'm really rooting for this Cody story to work and for this reign for him to work. Because again, I don't want people to use this as like, well, Roman Reigns should have defeated Cody Rhodes again. Something, guys. I really hope that by the time we get to SummerSlam, we're all sitting here going, damn, this shit is good. We're digging it, and hopefully we get there. Because I don't want, like, I'm a Cody Rhodes fan, okay? I'm a Roman Reigns fan. We got it, right? But I don't want people to be like using this as an I told you so for people not wanting Roman Reigns to lose. I don't want people to be like, well, Cody Rhodes' story is boring, and that's why he shouldn't have defeated Roman Reigns. Like, that's what I don't want, because I don't think that, first of all, I don't think that Roman Reigns should have beat Cody Rhodes again a second time. That was definitely not something that I would have wanted. And third, like, I really do think that this is WWE not having been prepared to, again, with, okay, we have this big moment, Cody gets this moment, how do we follow this up? And so that's why I almost like I'm really rooting for this Cody story to work and for this reign for him to work, because again, I don't want people to use
beat the hell out of you. I'm giving a little bit of grace, being honest with my feelings, and I also think they haven't had a story. Like AJ and Cody was like, mutual respect. They tried to build
it was like a 2-week story.
Yeah, same with Logan now. It's like Logan, you're annoying, and I think the match will be good there too. But there hasn't been a reason to be invested in the character, right? There hasn't been a challenge to Cody. There hasn't been somebody that beat Cody down or that felt like a threat to Cody or that did anything that made you feel like, oh, this is an extended program. This is a feud. This is something that goes.
Do you have in mind right now that you're like, this is someone that they could tell a story with? I know we said Randy Orton before in the past, and he kind of feels like the name that is popping up in my head like the fastest.
Yeah, no, I think Randy Orton, Gunther, and actually Jey Uso are the most interesting ones to me. Because obviously Gunther can do beat the hell out of you on the ring general. You're now kind of the underdog. I think Cody plays the underdog better than he does, the heavy. Randy has the pedigree, of course, and that's just a great match. Like you see the face to face at WrestleMania. And then after that, people are criticizing Marvel now. Like, correct. Where are they going?
Right now with Logan or with AJ to what he was doing with The Rock, to what he was doing with Roman Reigns. It was just so high up there that now the standard we're going down right now, but I feel like again, it's because of Rock and Roman. How do you match that?
It reminds me very much, the parallels were drawn beforehand as well, but Avengers, like Infinity War and Endgame. Saturday night WrestleMania was Avengers Infinity War, where Cody loses or whatever, and then Sunday is Endgame, where it all comes together and the heroes triumph. But Marvel had built to that for so long, starting with the original Iron Man.
Different persona, and I almost feel like WWE didn't really plan things. I don't think they really planned a really good follow-up. I think they were just like, well, you guys don't want it Cody, so here it is. And we didn't count on a really strong follow-up to keep that momentum that was there. Because again, you can't compare anything that Cody's doing right now with Logan or with AJ to what he was doing with The Rock, to what he was doing with Roman Reigns. It was just so high up there that now the standard is after Logan Paul, we really get a nice solid story with Cody and whoever it is that's going to be next in line for the championship, or not next in line for the championship, but next in line to try and get the championship. And so I really do want to see like a nice steady program that's gonna win us over. And like you said, like even win people like you over that are kind of like, well, we're not really feeling it right now with Cody. But I also feel like right now Cody has such a high bar of standards to meet because again, we are following this Roman Reigns run of several years, and so we're so used to it. Roman Reigns has been the main character of this show, and so now we're switching gears into somebody totally different with a totally different character, totally different persona, and I almost feel like WWE didn't really plan things. I don't think they really planned a really good follow-up. I think they were just like, wow, you guys don't want it Cody, so here it is.
It just kind of feels there. It just kind of feels like we're buying time.
For me, I think what it is just like now it's even more of a dead giveaway that Cody Rhodes is going to do. But I feel like adding the title versus title element at least gave it just a little bit of a because he didn't really make that big of a deal about it. That was one thing. But for me, I think what it is just like now it's even more of a dead giveaway that Cody Rhodes is winning, which we already knew. But I feel like adding the title versus title element at least gave it just a little bit of a chance. I don't think it really matters at the end of the day.
I think you're right about the Tweezy. I thought that dude was just talking about who's going to be Grand Slam champion and how big a fan of the business he is, right? And then he's like, oh, never mind. I don't care at all.
It's not that big of a deal. To face Cody Rhodes because again, it things got complicated as we covered last week. And so I will say this to me, I like the back and forth that we got today with Cody and Logan. I actually liked it more than what we got last time. But there was some parts, like I'll be real, there was some parts that didn't like.
The Cody Rhodes title reign has done it for me. I haven't found anything interesting from Cody post WrestleMania. Nothing he said has been interesting.
Is this? I was gonna say, Robin, are you? Is it because you're still acknowledging your tribal chief? Is that what's
I
happening
miss
here?
Roman Reigns, and I do acknowledge my tribal chief who was bloodline George was sick. I'm gonna have to compliment him. But no, it's not because I'm a bitter Roman Reigns. It has nothing. Again, I'm a Roman Reigns fan who was happy Cody Rhodes won in that moment. It was the right time. It felt right. But just since then, I don't know. It felt flat. Not, what has pulled us in? What has made us think Cody is a champion rules right now?
But I don't think it's Cody's fault, though. It's just a matter of the lack of competition. But even then, like, it was okay. The match, we go back to this all the time, right? Because this was his first defense against AJ Styles. And that match was great, man. They kicked ass. It did so well. People were really hyped up. Of course, France, blah, blah, blah. We talked about Backlash a whole lot. But it was sort of like WWE's fault for not making it steamier heading into the actual matchup. I think had we had a really good story and then the match that we got, I don't think people would have been as down on it as they probably were. And then with Logan Paul, again, last week we were sitting here all shocked and surprised that Logan Paul was the guy that was chosen to face Cody Rhodes because, again, things got complicated as we covered last week. And so I will say this, to me, I like the back and forth that we got today with Cody and Logan.
Amongst the, if not the weakest part of the show, I'm just saying. Cody Rhodes title reign has done it for me.
Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul. Logan Paul has drawn up a new contract in which his title is not on the line, and we're only in one bird drop.
All right, now let's go back to the other ones. How come they didn't talk about the other King Masters?
King
Hold on.
Oh, he can go home. And he can do this. Oh, I'm on a plane. I'm out.
I appreciate, but I always don't.
Like, settling the business between RKO and the Bloodline, that would, with Roman, that would be. Viper! Match was good. Great back and forth. Look, Carmelo Hayes is the kind of person that can win. And I think that's important. The fact that he can get himself over in a lock. It's like we're going to probably get one sooner than later. We saw them get a bunch of title matches on Raw, and they lost every single one of them, including in WrestleMania. Now they're on SmackDown. Now it's a chance for a clean start for them. And I think thrusting them immediately into a tag team title match that they will probably lose would be a mistake. So let's build them up a little bit. Let them rack up some wins, and then maybe Money in the Bank, SummerSlam. I would like to see them win. In fact, they're going to be in Cleveland for SummerSlam this year. I believe Johnny Gargano, if I'm not mistaken, I know he's from Ohio. He may be from Cleveland. That would be a hell of a place for Gargano to pick up a big win the tag titles for Ciampa. Build it up for SummerSlam. We don't have to get it anytime soon. The last thing those two need to be doing, now that they went to a new brand, is losing. Corey Graves.
WWE Championship match in Saudi against Cody. Oh, that's right. He was handpicked by the Saudi prince. That's why. Oh, WWE's being paid $50 million for this show. That's why he's in the main event. Now we get it. See, lines like that don't really make any logical sense. Cody stood up and he got nasty with Logan Paul. Cody was a little fiery.
I think Cody Rhodes is timely, just
Maybe
like
I
Drew
guess
McIntyre
it was
when
that
he was
Jackson
champion in the
Hill energy.
pandemic. Oh
Maybe
man,
he
his
was
time was
summoning
before this
that
after.
old
Second one too. when he was a baby face, I don't give a fuck about him. Except for one, he was a fucking actor. Drew McIntyre, we criticized his championship win 3 months in the time because first of all, it was under Vince McMahon. It was during the pandemic. It was under Vince McMahon. They booked the failed babyface again, and Drew McIntyre faced one of the losers. He had full matches. His matches was filled with feud. He faced one of the losers. They just shit the entire away. And I was over it when he wrestled Randy Orton. I'm afraid that might happen to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes had more like shit in this feud. Every fucking match this is shit.
I don't know if it was
How
pressure
the
from
fuck
social
do you
media.
have?
I
You
don't
know
know
what?
if it was
To
something
what?
that came up with
I had
their
to
own
restart
during
your
the week
casting.
and realized that some of the dialogue last week on Friday night was a mistake. Cody went on social media and tweeted 2 belts. It never made any sense for Cody to wrestle for the United States Championship and then have him win the United States Championship. The match itself is pretty predictable. If you put the United States Championship on the line, it makes it completely one-sided, where no one would think Logan Paul was walking out of that arena as the United States champion. Unless there was some screwy fuck finish, which we don't need. Cody's already said he wants to be a fighting champion. He beat AJ clean in France Flash. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to do it against Logan Paul. It did not make any sense. Cody holding the United States Championship would not make any sense. Because what would happen when he won it? If Cody won the United States Championship, where would we go from there? He can't defend both titles. He would win it and then do what? Vacate it? For you to do what? Have a multi-man match? A battle royal? A six-pack challenge? A gauntlet match? Another tournament? It never made any sense.
Exactly.
They alluded to it. WWE even put it on their website tonight on WWE, signing the contract to make title versus title official.
Because this is them being lazy, refusing to put new people, new talent. Yeah, let's give it to a part-timer like Logan Paul. Logan Paul is a fantastic wrestler, but he doesn't need to fake Cody Rhodes. Now this is a one-off. It's just to get it out of the way. It's just a way to get Logan Paul on Saudi Arabia because he's your big star. The Saudi Prince wants him. This match will be a one-off. Thank God that they teased Logan Paul and LA Knight backstage, so that will happen down the line. I don't know when. Probably a SummerSlam in Cleveland. Hopefully, maybe at Money in the Bank. That will be your big match, and Logan Paul will drop it to LA Knight. So I'm glad that we're gonna get that match down the line. Um, Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes is a one-off. Now, after Cody Rhodes beats Logan Paul, who is next in line for him at Clash of the Castle? Cause he's gonna be on that pay-per-view. Who the fuck is he gonna wrestle? I don't want to see him wrestle Gunther. Now, whoever wins the King of the Ring, if it's Gunther, I don't want to see Gunther be brought into a title match, because I don't think he's gonna win. Now, I'm not sure if he's gonna face Cody Rhodes or he can face the other one. I don't know.
Be contenders within the King of the Ring turn.
Yeah.
So they're basically left with nobody.
Yeah.
I don't understand why we didn't go with AJ for another match.
I know, right?
I don't know why AJ was even included in the tournament to begin with.
Exactly.
I do think the match with Logan Paul is happening too soon. I fully expected it to happen at some point during this run, but right now, WWE is only doing it because Saudi. That's all. There is no story. All the WWE fucking cultists out there. No.
I can't wait until we get this match out of the way and figure out, okay, Cody Rhodes now hopefully wrestles a full-timer. So Cody Rhodes is going to be wrestling 2 part-timers, Logan Paul, The Rock, hopefully at SummerSlam. So after Saudi Arabia, we have Clash of the Castle and Money in the Bank. Those are your 2 filler pay-per-views. So who's going to wrestle? It has to be a full-timer. Who the fuck is on SmackDown for Cody Rhodes? Now you can't just give it to anyone and give me LA Knight. I don't want it to be Gunther and put Gunther's on Raw. So who the fuck can be on this? You can't do Randy Orton. It's too soon. That should be down the line whenever Orton turns heel. Cody Rhodes ain't having no long-term feud. Not until after SummerSlam.
There is no story. Stop trying to sell me on one. Stop trying to fabricate me one. You guys want to fucking rail on me when I say AEW doesn't have stories. But here I am on WWE television, on my WWE stream, telling you that there is no story here. So please, wherever you think this fucking paycheck is coming from, I'd love to know where the fuck it is, because I'm still waiting on it. I don't have a fucking paycheck coming from Jacksonville, and I don't have a paycheck coming from Stanford. I don't know where you guys are fabricating a paycheck. It might have gotten lost in the mail, for all I know. Maybe that's what happened. You fucking
for 10 minutes. This man for I don't know if I can get mad for 10 minutes. Wouldn't that go to crowding that shit? The man for 10 minutes, man, you're making Cody Rhodes. We all agree Cody Rhodes should have won, but now you're making us think that Roman Reigns should retain, and I didn't think I'd be saying that.
I enjoyed this segment.
I'm not deciding.
Logan was a great heel. Cody was a fiery babyface. Do I care? No, there is no story. Kathy Kelly interviewed Nia Jax backstage. Jax interrupted Kathy Kelly and said, everyone says Jade Cargill is... It's a fucking green screen! Holy shit! I wish it was a real fucking bar. Half of you people drive me to want a drink. Nia and Jade went 2 minutes as Nia advances.
2 minutes.
Nia Jax took down Jade Cargill pretty quickly with a swift...
Hold on for a minute.
He can't read because he ripped up the contract.
Alright.
We have a little bit of a mini feud for both guys to kind of get involved in. LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes. I'm here for it. I don't know if LA Knight's going to walk out a winner there. Carmelo Hayes seems to be on the receiving end of a couple of losses. Maybe they are sending him through a hazing period on Friday night.
Now, come here. Hayes is a very good wrestler. Now, he lost to Cody Rhodes. He lost to Randy Orton. He only got one victory. It was against Baron Corbin last week.
I don't know. Additive. I know a lot of people are probably wondering, when is LA Knight going to get his? That was all with the tease of him and Logan Paul. You're just going to have to wait the majority of the summer for LA Knight's rise to the top to a championship. Just not his time yet. The guy is super over. I understand that everybody's frustrated, but he's still going to be just as hot by the time we get to SummerSlam as he is now. The story is not about LA Knight right now, unfortunately. It's about Tama Tonga, the Bloodline, and Randy Orton, Kevin Owens. Until Roman gets back, and then until Rock gets back. Or when we see the introduction of Jacob Fatu, Jimmy. There's a whole bunch of moving parts here. This is phase one of those moving parts. Randy Orton and Tama Tonga was the plan. As soon as you saw the brackets, everybody kind of realized where they were going. Anticlimactic finish. Could have been done a lot better. Tama Tonga wins 1, 2, 3. LA Knight was shown walking backstage and ran into Hayes again. Knight and Hayes jawed at each other before things were broken up by Charles Robinson, the referee. So at least we have a little bit of...
Alright, so, now let me go back to this. Oh, actually, wait a minute. I think I'll... Hold on.
Paul is not a fan of pro wrestling.
He's talking about the contract signed with Cody and Logan.
I'm assuming this was the contract that he went into Nick Aldis's office about earlier in the show. Fans then started to shake. He can't read.
He's taking on Andrade.
Because he ripped up the contract.
Well, Cody would wrestle Andrade. This match ain't lasting like 10 minutes. Oh man, I can see why people are not investing in Cody with time. Like, why now I got some people saying that maybe Cody
Logan Paul says he did not agree to put his title on the line. Logan Paul
What are you
even
doing
brought
with
his
that title?
lawyer, who
The
presented
Rock is
the new
burying the Roman
contract.
Reigns is burying him.
Logan Paul
There
tried
are
to
people
hand Nick
shitting on
Aldis
Cody
new
over the
contract,
title reign to
and he
where
told
now
Aldis
people
to
see
get this
Roman
done.
Reigns to retain.
Nick Aldis
Because
was
I'm not
very
excited.
angry
No,
because
most of
this
them
is
are not
not what
excited
they
about Cody
agreed
the
to.
title reign. You're making
Aldis
it look
called
like
it bad
he's being
business
booked like
and it's
shit.
unprofessional, and Aldis says he won't stand for it. So
It could,
Logan Paul's
it
lawyer,
could
who
be
I
great.
did not get a name of, this guy, I forgot what his name was, asked Aldis if are you really threatening my client? We got a couple of words in. Cody chimed in and said, Nick, listen, you're doing a great job on Smackdown, and Smackdown is a great brand. You're leading Smackdown in a great manner. You're doing a great job. Cody asked Aldis to leave. I know how you get when you get angry. I've known you for a very long time. I'll take care of this. I'll bring you the contract and the paperwork later. Nick Aldis left the ring. Logan Paul said he signed the contract, so it's done and the match is made. Logan Paul said Cody hasn't done anything to deserve a shot at his United States title, and this entire situation was funny. You know, it's funny to hear Logan Paul say that Cody hasn't done anything to deserve an opportunity at the United States Championship. But the United States Championship should have never even been discussed in the first place about being potentially on the line.
I know, right?
And then we can ask the same question. What has Logan Paul done to earn a WWE Championship match in Saudi against Cody?
Exactly.
Oh, that's right. He was handpicked by the Saudi prince.
Yeah. I understand that. I understand it's Saudi Arabia. You want to have a big opponent for Cody Rhodes. You want to have a big match. You know, because I'm sure the Saudi Prince wants it. But you're kind of lazy because you can't find any opponent for Cody Rhodes. There's no legit challenger. Are we just waiting until The Rock and Roman come back to TV? Are we just waiting until Randy Orton turns heel and that can be your big feud for Cody Rhodes? Because who else is on SmackDown he can feud with? Now I can't wait till I cannot wait until we get the pay-per-view over with, so we go on the Clash in the Castle and Money in the Bank, and see who Cody gonna defend against. What fucking challenger do you have on this show? Carmelo Hayes, we already saw that on SmackDown. He's not winning. Who else? We haven't seen Andrade. It's not gonna be LA Knight. You can't do Randy Orton too early. Kevin Owens, I wouldn't mind it, but that's a filler feud. They're both baby faces. Probably because they don't have any top heels for Cody Rhodes. This is a fucking problem. They clearly didn't think it through.
Cody threw the United States title to Logan Paul, who was outside the ring, and that's the way the segment came to a close. I am glad WWE realized. I don't know if it was pressure from social media. I don't know if it was something they came up with on their own during the week and realized that some of the dialogue last week on Friday night was a mistake. Cody went on social media and tweeted 2 belts.
I might as well just skip this.
For New York City. Bullshit, 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 Fox. You're safe. And Nia Jax advances. And Humberto started the match. So, basically tripped him up on the top rope. Referee ejected the rest of Legado from ringside. But while this was happening, an opening was seen and DIY hits. Meet them in the middle for the 1, 2, 3. DIY wins, and they get into the win column with a DIY victory over Humberto Carrillo. I don't know where they're going with this. Clearly, they're setting up DIY against A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. You know, I don't really know where they're going. Every opportunity. DIY is a great tag, but they're not getting it. It's going to be upfront and honest. DIY has 0 momentum. I don't think breaking up DIY is the best long-term plan, especially for the SmackDown Women's Division when right now, or SmackDown the Tag Team Division. That'd be something if Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa win the Women's Division for the Tag Team title. That'd be great.
I know.
For the Tag Team Division on the men's side, breaking them up doesn't seem like a sound strategy. But on the flip side,
if you break them up, what tag team can face the heel team in Austin Theory and Grayson Waller? We don't really have any babyface tag team, do we? I don't think the Profits need it. DIY should be your over babyface on this SmackDown, right?
I would probably lean towards, if I was the ultimate decision maker, I would probably lean towards DIY breaking up. Tommaso Ciampa turning on Johnny Gargano, bringing back the Psycho Killer gimmick, having him go on a singles run, Johnny go and be a babyface, get that fucking heat from the beatdown of Ciampa. He gets to be a babyface. They get to play their own stories out. And we get another top tier villain on Friday nights in Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
How about that? I don't know where the Bloodline comes in. They could be an additional tag team to make up for the lack of DIY. Wyatt family could be coming in. Maybe we get the Wolf Dogs. Maybe we get Braun Breaker over on SmackDown trade. AJ Styles said something very interesting tonight, man. Maybe we get AJ over on Raw. Trade AJ for Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker comes over to SmackDown. Teams with Baron Corbin. We get the Wolf Dogs back together. I'm liking that idea. We'll see what happens. I think Tommaso Ciampa, just the feeling Tommaso Ciampa is going to end up turning on Johnny Gargano. In fact, I would probably lean towards wanting to see that a little bit more than seeing DIY win the tag team championship. It sounds kind of lame at this point. They've lost every tag team title match they've been in, and now you're going to give them an award them the SmackDown tag team championships? Rather see Psycho Killer. Corey Graves and Wade Barrett did mention the weird QR codes that have been flashing on WWE TV as of late. Graves threw a clip to Monday's QR code, which led to us last night on Twitch. Ed Bailey Juju all over it.
Okay. Now let me just Alright, so this is what we got on SmackDown. Oh, now the WWE Superstars report the military appreciation month. Okay. Bianca and Tiffany Stratton. Bianca went over. Carmelo Hayes introduces an LA Knight in a backstage segment. Tama Tonga defeats LA Knight. Good man, anyone kind of shit. But Tama Tonga wins. Like you said, gonna be Randy Orton next week and Saturday. Next week SmackDown will be in Saudi Arabia. Gonna be pre-taped. So I'm sure that they're gonna be traveling in just a few days. Jay got to qualify from Nia Jax. We know that they're gonna set up Carmelo Hayes and LA Knight in a match, maybe next week or probably down the line. Not sure who's gonna win that. Jake, her daughter was in the front row seat. Here the 7, it lasted like 15 minutes with Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul. It's just a filler feud until for this pay-per-view. It's like what this has been like a 2-week build. This has been a 2-week build. It's been less. It's gonna be a great match. Cody Rhodes is gonna win, and then we can focus on okay, how we get LA Knight to Logan Paul. Probably at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. Now Logan Paul has to be on Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. He may not be in Clash of the Castle, but he has to be at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. So hopefully, DIY beats Legado. They'll be next in line taking on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller for the WWE Tag Team titles. Randy Orton beat Carmelo Hayes. So gonna be Randy Orton and Tama Tonga next week. Randy Orton playing to destroy the Bloodline. Carmelo Hayes is going to celebrate. Show the highlight to SmackDown.
Dangerous.
Hold on.
A little bit longer, a little bit better until you build to whatever that final match is going to be. One of the reasons why, just from a match quality standpoint, I much prefer Orton and Gunther. I just don't think Jey Uso and Tama Tonga is going to light the world on fire.
I don't think so either. I think Gunther and Orton is the right way to go. Now we know Gunther has to win. Randy Orton not winning unless he turns heel. Have Randy Orton even won King of the Ring? I'm not sure if he had, but if he wins it, he'll have to turn heel and build up his feud with Cody Rhodes. I don't think he should win it. I don't think Gunther loses. I think Gunther will win. If Gunther wins, is he gonna be thrusted in that World Title scene? He's on Raw, so is he gonna go after Damian Priest? Now Drew McIntyre gonna have a problem. If Gunther wins the King of the Ring tournament, he should be in that main event scene. He may be in that main event scene. He may go after Damian Priest because he's on Raw. He's not going after Cody Rhodes because he's on Raw. He might go after Damian Priest. And Drew McIntyre could have an issue with that. Now, we don't know when CM Punk's going to be cleared to wrestle. Hopefully pretty soon. It could be a Monday Night for we know. We'll have to wait and see.
But Jey Uso is, like I said, super over right now. There's no way they're going to leave him off that show. So if he gets bounced by Gunther on TV this week, coming up, they're going to have to find another match for him on that show. You're not going to leave Jey Uso off King of the Ring. They're going to go over there and do a PLE. They want him out there. They want the fire. They want everybody bouncing up and down. He's big business for them right now. May not think much of his actual matches, but he is one of the most over stars in the entire company. No doubt about it. Anybody who says differently is fooling themselves. How would you grade SmackDown from Jacksonville? 66% thumbs up, 21.5% thumbs in the middle, and 12.3% thumbs down. I'll miss the Friday show.
Oh, this is the what's it called? House of Glory? Matt Riddle, Top Dollar. He's on here. That's on May 24th, Friday. The War Within. Top Dollar, he's in the company. Matt Riddle's in the company.
Show, but I will be here for the I have a lot of catching up to do.
Ratings protects more than just your windshield. Against more than just. No reason to believe that Gunther will lose that match. Gunther, in every case, every aspect is going to advance. Every match that Gunther's had in the King of the Ring so far, he's won with a version of the Boston Crab, whether it's a Boston Crab traditional or a single leg crab. He tapped out Sheamus, leg. Tapped out Kofi, leg. I'm assuming he will do the same thing to Jey, leg. And then he's going to do the same thing to Randy Orton. They have already preconditioned you and preconditioned like an appetizer for Gunther. The reason why Gunther's been winning with submissions when his finish is what? The powerbomb? Stack powerbomb? He's going to win against Randy by tapping Randy Orton out with a single leg grab. And that's going to be the story. That's the story of Gunther using that move in the most effective way. And that's going to be the downfall of all his opponents. He's targeting the knee, the leg. Little things that you pick up. You can see that absolutely being the case. It's a great call out by Solomon. The walls of Gunther. Yes. Gunther will be the king of the ring. It's going to be a little bit more unpredictable for the ladies. I could see Io and Nia. That would be the better match. The best match would be probably Io and Bianca. But I don't think Bianca makes it past Nia. Or I could see Bianca going to the finals thanks to Jade and Jade costing Nia, but I don't think that's the right move. I think Nia winning the Queen of the Ring is the right move. Nia and Io would be the better match. Nia and Lyra, I could see WWE sending Lyra to the final. Big baby face comeback, only falling short to the monster Nia Jax. I could see that as well.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sticking with my guns. Randy for the men and Nia for the women. I thought tonight's Smackdown was very effective. They did a lot of things right. They made a lot of sense of things. And going into next week, we still have some unpredictable situations, especially on the ladies' side. On the men's, it's a little bit more predictable. But I'm liking what they did tonight.
Me too.
Thank you guys very much for all of your support right here on Office.
All right, now let me Now since we talked about SmackDown, you saw all the podcasters. There's the King and Queen of the Ring in Jedi Saudi Arabia, May 25th. Gonna be earlier. The best of Becky Lynch matches. Now this was on NXT a few days ago. Tony D'Angelo won the NXT Heritage Cup. He beat Charlie Dempsey. Gallus is back. Carlin Floyd made an NXT debut against Lola Vice. Wiz Holland teamed with Wiley Olsen to take on the OC. Wesley, Ivar, John Bridge, Lion, Alpha Chant to take on Oba for the North American title. Trick Williams helped Jerry Evans defeat Odo. Ivy Nile versus Last Legend. While Sam Perez defeated Chelsea Green. Shayna Baszler. Not yesterday. It was actually last week. Why am I watching? Well, I got that out the way. Alright. Now, AEW Wrestling that we saw on Wednesday. That was on Rampage. It was 3 days ago. Kristen Cage taking on Swerve. Adam Cole, the Red Hot Superstar, had an interview with Renee. IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Moxley and Danielson faced Fester and NGP. We had the Young Bucks face former friend Christopher Daniels. The cold-hearted, handsome Devil Hook is back. We had Malachi Black and Adam Cole win. I'm there feuding for the TNT title. We had Swerve faces Mojo MB. Tony Storm, the AEW champion, gets their hands on the Outcast. And they made the match official for the TBS champion, Nightwing Gale versus Mercedes Moné. That closed the show. That closed the show. So that's gonna be for the pay-per-view at Double Nothing. With this main event. I'm sorry, this closed the show. Must see main event. The AEW Continental Champion Okada. Executive Team AEW FTR. Darby Allin made a return. They'll help them. And Bryan Danielson. Now they did say that Bryan Danielson was going to be a part-timer pretty soon. Tony kicked Ricky to the curb. Tony Khan left another AEW talent.
Whether you like or not, Tony Khan.
So Tony Khan let another talent walk right into Triple H's hands. Ricky Starks had no idea why he's not on AEW television. I can tell you why. And it's not that difficult to figure out. He will be right where he needs to be with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Also a major name in the Raw Women's division, seriously injured. And another major free agent for WWE has a contract of rumors that she could be looking to jump ship as well. No creative, all excuses. The AEW finally tells them stories. Want to lose the NBA to NBC.
I love the gifts, guys. I love.
We have JD from New York and Salamoster. I probably should have shown this earlier, but it's actually great because these are my two favorite podcasters on YouTube. In a major sports store, the Warner Brothers discovered is losing the NBA to NBC in a move that will ripple effect all over the sports world, including professional wrestling. What does this mean for Tony Khan and AEW? Is it good news? Will they see an increase to TV right now that the NBA isn't on Warner? Or does it mean bad news? Will Warner will not be willing to spend more on AEW television? This and all week wrestling news, and also they give their thoughts about the Kingdom and Queen.
The AI manipulation that you have done with Jason and I. Apparently, this has become a thing over the last 2 weeks. So I want that to be a thing going forward. And shout out to Lamont who did the Rockers today in my likeness and Jason's likeness. Probably the best one that we've seen so far out of the many that we've seen.
Well, I know Lamont has done a bunch of them. I think that one came from Andy. Because we've had a few people do different ones. We've had Andy, we've had Lamont, we've had a couple of other people as well. So a lot of really talented people out there, but we've been getting a kick out of it. So keep them coming.
It's really great, guys. We're so happy that you're enjoying what we're doing here on Tuesday night. And I got to shout out two guys in particular already because, I mean, the party's already started.
I see red out of the corner of my eye.
It's crazy. Senile and David Deering with. About it on his end. I talked about it on my end. I'm not as upset with it as many people thought I was going to be, but we will definitely touch upon that. First things first, man. I want to say congratulations. You hit 8,000 subscribers.
I did. Thank you. I know we've got some of them here with us right now. So thank you guys for 80K. And I don't know, I guess 90. I guess 90 is the next milestone. It might be.
God damn it, come on. No more of these damn commercials.
Might be a while, but hopefully we'll keep climbing. But that was very cool. So thank you guys.
It is tough, isn't it, to grow as a wrestling creator in the space? You would think it's easy, and the growth comes in spurts. I mean, you and I both know WrestleMania season is absolutely just balls to the wall every single day. That's when we see most of our growth, most of the revenue on YouTube. And then you and I discussed it earlier during Soundcheck. I mean, right now, I just feel like AEW, WWE, even though everybody seemingly loves what's going on, change the direction of WWE, everybody's getting ready for Double or Nothing. It seems like we've hit a cold patch ever since The Rock went away. It's almost as if the coolness, follow Rock wherever he may be.
Yeah, I mean, but look, we go through this every year. It's kind of like the post-WrestleMania lull, where it peaks, and then you go into the summer, and it tends to be dead unless there's some big controversy or something. And, even last month, we had the Punk and Perry stuff. April was a pretty busy month even after WrestleMania, and then you kind of hit that wall. And I feel like even though WWE business right now is still clearly still hot, how much longer they can sustain it for, I don't know, as far as like these peak levels where they're selling out or almost selling out every week. But I think you go into the summer, it's only natural that things kind of die down a little bit. People.
Super chats are open. Get them on in. Jason and I will read everything you guys have to say. Questions, comments, concerns at the end of the show, unless you're like Senile and David who want to start the party off right with $100 super chat. But at the end of the show, you guys will get yours in the super chats. And then, obviously, complimentary drink check. What do you think?
Well, what I got over here, I went back to my tried and true. So we got a little Jack and Coke.
Okay.
we laid off the Stoli. The Stoli was a little strong last week.
You got the
We're getting
flush.
to those higher percentages. So,
You forgot the flush.
I'm a Jack and Coke guy. Very simple.
You were in there. You forgot the flush.
There you go. Obviously complimentary old-fashioned
Well, I didn't use the
Joe
mask. Well, I didn't use it. You did.
And we are ready to go.
You're always in there longer. You're always in there longer.
Show off that zone with
What the goddamn thing?
Because
Exactly.
last
We're
week
flushing.
it pointed out that we really didn't talk about AEW.
Exactly. We're
Hardly at
flushing.
all. There really wasn't anything to talk about.
Exactly.
I
We're
think
flushing.
we'll kick off with AEW
Sound
tonight.
good?
And I think what we'll do is we'll start out with this Anarchy in the Arena stuff. And then if you want, we can get into the TNT and the NBA stuff. But Double or Nothing is coming up in a few weeks. They're doing another Anarchy in the Arena. This is their third year in a row that they're doing. It's basically become the annual staple now at Double or Nothing. And they announced that it's going to be the Elite against FTR, Eddie Kingston, and Bryan Danielson. We'll get to Danielson, but Bryan Danielson rounding out the team. And it looks like, we don't know for sure, but they could already be down one man because Eddie Kingston lost his New Japan Strong Openweight title to Gabe Kidd at the New Japan show over the weekend. And it looks like he may have hurt himself. And, I mean, as you know, this is a company that has been ravaged by injuries. I mean, it's almost, it's not funny to them, but it's almost comical when you look at the list of people and some big names, too, that they have lost. And look what they have out right now. You know, Kenny Omega is about to go under the knife. MJF is still out. I broke some news on him a couple of weeks ago where he only recently finally underwent surgery, so who knows when he's going to be back. Laying very hard on the guardrail, and he was noticeably limping after the show. The Young Bucks came out. It was interesting because the Young Bucks hadn't made a New Japan appearance in 5 years at any of their shows. So they happened to show up at the end of the match, and they attacked Eddie. So if it were to turn out that Kingston had to bow out of the match, they have a built-in excuse. They can just show the footage of the Young Bucks attacking.
JD.
But we haven't heard anything one way or the other, so we don't know what his status is. Hopefully, he's not so injured they have to bounce back the match. But I looked at what they did on Wednesday, and I think you were a little more animated about the whole thing. But I don't have an issue with them doing an Anarchy in the Arena match if they want to make that the annual staple. We've had, you look at War Games, right? Every Survivor Series now looks like they're going to do War Games. My whole thing is, you do a match like War Games, you do a match like this, if you have the built-in story and the built-in feud. And then you can go ahead and do a match like that. The Elite taking over the company, that is the big story right now at AEW. So I think they can swing it. My issue with it, I don't know if you mentioned the same thing, every time that they do,
So you think
let's
we
look at
have
last
to
year
have
as an example, because that's the most recent one that they did. They did a stadium stampede in Wembley. And we don't know what they're going to do this year.
Oh, enough. So you have
Let's assume
what you
there's
say?
a pretty good chance they may do it other years. That I don't like, because the match is exactly the same. The only difference is one is in a stadium and one is in an arena, right? I mean, that's the only difference. It's basically the same match. So if they're going to do this, that's fine. But I don't think we need to see a stadium stampede at Wembley Stadium. I don't know if you're in the same camp with me.
I am. I actually was in a back and forth with people on social media about this because all I said on social media was, I don't think I'm a fan of seeing this so soon after we just saw one. And people were like, "Oh, well, it's a tradition and Double or Nothing." I'm like, "All right, that's great, but I don't know if you guys understand this." I was in Wembley. I was at the show. The stadium stampede match is basically the same thing, just in a larger arena. People didn't really seem to understand that. Now I'm with you. If they want to keep it to a tradition once a year, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I would actually go a step further, and I would, if there's a year where it doesn't need to happen or an event that doesn't call for one to happen, I would be okay with skipping a year or delaying it and having it happen later in the year.
Yeah, well, and I've said the same thing about War Games.
Yes.
Like, if you get to the year where, it's like, all right, we're going to do one for the sake of doing one, then it's hell to sell all over.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on that.
And that's the example that I use. How many people have watched both of us complain with Vince McMahon having Hell in a Cell every October because Hell in a Cell, pal, and it being October and Hell being synonymous with Halloween, it's like, no. And then they won't even do just one match. Some shows we would get three Hell matches. It's like,
Open the show.
what are you doing?
Yeah, you gotta open the show with one, get one in the middle, get one at the end.
I mean, it even got so ridiculous that Raw and Smackdown were arguing, going back and forth with the network. Well, they got a Hell in a Cell match. Can we get one over here? Remember when you and Bobby Lashley and Xavier Woods was in Hell in a Cell match? It was nothing on the line. It's like, well, why do that? So I'm arguing with these people, and they don't seem to understand. But it goes so much deeper than that. I honestly said, and I looked at the Bryan Danielson situation. I'm like, why the fuck is he in this match? But the lasting image we saw of Bryan was with Will Ospreay. He was basically convulsing in the ring at Dynasty, and he was selling the effects of a tiger drive from Will Ospreay.
Right. Well, here, let me stop you there.
Yeah.
So not only was he selling the effects of Tiger Driver, there is a story that they are telling right now in AEW with Will Ospreay where he refuses to do the Tiger Driver 91 because of what happened to Brian. Oh, so what happened to Brian? I can't do that move anymore. Because Don Callis is trying to tell him, you got to show that killer instinct when you get to the move. And so I think it kind of diminishes that story just a little bit when the guy that he's so worried that he injured shows up on TV, big smile on his face, right? A few weeks later, like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
So how are you going to tell that story if he's so traumatized by what happened that he is refusing to use the move when Bryan Danielson walks out there? No updates.
I might well just end the video. Think I made it long enough. Just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. Might well end the video. I think I talked about wrestling long enough. I showed you all the podcasters. Now this is 3 hours long, so I'm not gonna show all of it. Now I will be doing I will do my next podcast on Monday Night Raw next week on Monday. Alright, I'll see y'all later.